It's Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. It's Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Yeah, yeah. It's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
On the cutting room floor, our first for 2025. I'm being like this because we're now on camera.
Are we?
Yeah. Hi, Mum.
You can't hold your stomach in for all this time,
That's a
surely.
long time.
And cut.
What your handshake reveals about your sex life. What sort of handshake do you have? Let's shake the hands. Just reach over there, friendy.
Oh, you deliberately went a big knuckle crunch there.
No.
No, you
Do
did.
it again.
You did really hard. You don't normally. Oh, now you're doing that old man finger on the palm. Only
That's
an
the most
old,
action you've had.
only an old idiot would do that.
I'd like to think, a good handshake.
I'd like to think I do too.
Yeah, well, your handshake feels quite firm.
Are you ever put off by women shaking your hand? Because when I used to work at Beyond 2000, in some cultures, people were just horrified that I went to shake their hand.
Yeah. No, I have no beef with that. When I meet important women, from the Prime Minister when she was doing it to, but then Julia, when she was in charge, I'd give her a bit of a kiss as well. Handshake and a kiss.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. You don't know which way to go. But you do that with Anthony Albanese, right in the middle of the big smacker.
I do.
And you say, and now bend over.
I give him the kiss on the lips, the kiss of death. I think he did that to himself, though. Anyway, this isn't about politics. This is about the sexual behaviours of 4,000 men and women. And these
Shouldn't they just shake hands instead?
These researchers, what they looked at the upper body strength and primarily grip strength. So this is what they looked at. And they found stronger men were more likely to be in long-term relationships.
Who does these studies?
While stronger women rather, were more likely to have higher numbers of sexual partners. Just let me feel you again.
I deliberately did a big wet fish.
You've had no sexual partners.
I deliberately did the big wet fish.
How have you even had a child? This was done by the Washington State University, so they know what they're talking about.
Well, they're just saying that strong, confident people are more likely to be more sexual. That's obviously what they're saying.
Upper body strength, they go on to say, is a favourable natural selection trait, making them a more attractive mate.
I don't think it's strength. I think it's confidence as to how you shake a hand. It's not about strength.
I would garner, and I'm no scientist.
No.
I would garner that a person with a dead limp fish handshake is not going to be hot in the kite.
No, but I think if you've got a limp handshake, it's because you don't have confidence. It's not because you don't have strength.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Or you're just lazy?
But if you walk into a room, you own the room, you put your hand out and you shake it, that's a sign of confidence, not strength.
Maybe you need one of those gripper things you get.
Yeah.
You know.
You've been practicing.
Charles Atlas used to sell them.
That's right. And not the bull worker where I'd get my chest hairs caught.
Yeah. You get the bull worker and then you get the gripper thing as well.
And what muscle was that supposed to work?
Your hand muscles.
But who needs strong hands?
It's good to have strong opening jars. Right. There is nothing more effeminate than a man that can't open a jar.
Really?
Yeah, because the woman will say, oh, can you open this jar? And you go, yep. There you go.
And what if you can't? What do you do?
Well, I bash it on the side of the desk or run some hot water on it.
Yeah, you know what I do?
What do you do?
Turn it upside down and you get a knife, not a sharp one, but like a butter knife.
Yeah.
And you put it in between the lid and the jar, and you just sort of go around and sort of loosen it a little bit, and it breaks the seal.
That is the dumbest idea.
No, see,
is that why you've got brine all over your kitchen bench?
Brine? He hasn't been over for weeks. But see, this is what men think. I'm strong, I can do it. All you need is a smart person to come in and show you another way.
Or you just need a man that can open it.
Yeah. Do you have one?
A man with kung fu grip. That's what you need.
So what have we deduced from any of this?
I'm hot in the cot.
Oh, you're pointing at your own face and you banged your elbow on the desk. Like watching Frank Spencer.
It's the cutting room floor. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Did you like your basket?
I love my basket.
This morning, we presented Brendan Jonesy Jones with a basket to celebrate him being a new grandfather.
Exciting times.
What was in the basket? Have a look. Go through again.
I was a bit worried it was going to be one of those T-shirts with a combi on the front that says "Old Guys Rule," which I hate.
You can't help yourself. You went, basket. And then when I said, it's to celebrate being a grandfather, the face of hate that you gave me.
Face of hate.
You just said, oh, I don't like that stuff.
You got me a big hat.
A big sun hat. That's
sun
what old
hat.
coots wear.
Oh, well, I already wear one of those.
Yeah, I know.
You got me some old gold chocolate.
And the thing that was in there, my main suggestion was a packet of Werther's Originals.
Yeah, there's some
Because
Werther's.
they're old people's lollies. And can I have some, please?
Yes. Are they from your bag?
You also got slippers.
Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, you got slippers. You got flannelette pajama pants that you can gape out of like old men do.
And a noise-cancelling headphones.
Yes, because if babies get noisy, because your ears might get sensitive.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Can I actually have a Werther's Original?
Well, I got to dig through the basket.
Okay, don't do it.
Hang on, well, people that...
They'll end up in the bottom of my briefcase eventually.
Yeah, do you want the whole pack?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go.
Now, while we're speaking of grandfathers, there's a story I was reading this morning that probably isn't so charming as a packet of Werther's Originals.
Mm-hmm.
This mum said that she's got 2 toddlers, 3 and 2. She just wanted to go to the bathroom for a moment, just for a moment. This is what happens when you've got children. You look away for a second.
Yeah.
And she came out and she thought, why are they playing with all that white dirt? What's all that white chalky stuff they're playing with? Turns out it was smeared all over their faces, all over their hands, all over some furniture. It was Grandpa.
Oh.
It was Grandpa's ashes.
Oh.
Grandpa, don't be relieved. It's not a nice story.
Well, no, I just thought, what the hell?
So she said, where does it all come from? She discovered later the empty container that had housed the grandfather's ashes, and the dirt, and the truth dawned on her that the dirt was his cremated remains. She said they got him and they dumped him all over the carpet. I didn't realise it was Paw, meaning that was his name, P-A-W,
Right.
until I vacuumed him up.
Oh, Paw.
You know, perhaps Paw would have been quite happy to know he'd
I would
played
like
with the
that.
kids for one more time. Would
Yeah.
you be happy with that?
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
Would you?
Yeah.
It's better than just sitting on a mantelpiece.
Yeah, and the kids, I look at my kids, they don't want anything to do with their grandparents. So, it's a nice sentiment.
Yeah, you've gone up their noses, you've smeared all over their
Maybe
faces.
this is a thing that we could start, a bit of a
Play with Grandpa one more time.
yeah. They've got all those places now, you can cremate your pet, you can do all that junk.
Why don't you find a safe space where you can actually play with the ashes?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, and it can be you got up his nose in life.
Yeah.
Let you get up his nose. No, he gets up your nose now.
Yeah, this is a great idea. You get like
Wash your hands of Grandpa.
with the solver.
Yes.
You could get one of those kiddie swimming pools,
Yes.
fill it with the ashes.
Yes. Let Grandpa get under your skin one more time.
Okay, let's take it now that we're blue skying this. What about Grandpa's not cremated? You just prop him up in the corner.
It doesn't quite have.
And then the kids just can play with Grandpa then.
It doesn't quite have
Like
the same
Weekend at
charm
Bernie's.
as playing with his ashes.
You take him away with you. You strap him to the roof racks of the car.
No.
Where's Grandpa?
No, I don't think that's quite as charming as playing with his cremated remains.
Imagine, strapped to the roof of the car like Granny from Beverly Hills.
Or like an old moose that you've hunted.
Hanging from the wall.
No. Yeah, mount his head on the wall. That's where your hat had come in handy. It didn't look rakish.
No one who wears those hats has ever looked rakish, similar to anyone that wears an Old Guys Rule T-shirt.
Can I have your Werther's? I'm going to open them now.
Okay.
It's Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Yeah. It's Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Yeah. It's fun for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Yeah. Are you ready for more?
And what's on the cutting room floor today?
I have a brilliant example of bad, worstest. You know when something terrible happens and then
Yep.
it just compounds.
That's bad.
It's like getting a hangnail. Next minute, you've lost your arm.
Bad, worst.
Bad, worstest.
Okay, what do we
So I saw this guy tell this story about himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's at the gym and there's a girl doing some squats
Yep.
pretty much in front of him. And he's not perving, but he happens to glance over.
And she's face, he's got the view of her bum.
Her bum, that's right.
Okay.
She's got headphones on. Got the view of her bum.
Yeah.
So he's looking there and he realises she's filming herself doing squats. So this is the bad bit.
Oh.
He thinks, I'm going to be in the back of her shot looking like a gormless perv. so he thinks, how do I deal with that at this gym?
What do you do?
I'll look like a pervert. So what he chose to do, this is where we've gone from bad, this is kind of the next bit of it.
Yeah.
He decides to, because she's not looking, to go up and somehow stop the recording, erase the video, whatever it might be. In his panic, he thinks that's a good idea.
And then that sounds feasible.
Well, he goes up to the phone.
Yeah.
This is where it gets worst. Her boyfriend looks over and sees him kind of trying to touch her phone.
Oh.
And her boyfriend says, are you stealing her phone so that you can look at videos of her squatting?
Oh.
And so he's standing there in the front of the gym and he said, I'm an out of shape guy. I look like a gormless perv, which I'm not. And he said, I just want him to punch me in the face and end it.
And we're presuming this guy is huge.
Oh, yeah, I think so. You know, he's a big gym junkie,
Yeah,
the
of
guy
course.
who's the boyfriend.
Oh, my God, bro, do you even lift?
Yeah,
what are
yeah,
you
yeah.
taking my girlfriend's phone for?
That's all of that. And so he's saying, I'm going to be punched in the head. There might be a court case. I don't know. But either way, my legacy will be that I'm a perv. So he's saying, just end it. Just end it. At that moment,
So that's worst.
at that moment, it could have been saved because the girlfriend takes her headphones off
Yeah.
and says, what's going on? The boyfriend said, he was trying to steal your phone to look at photos of you squatting. And she says, and this is where it takes a terrible trajectory.
Yeah.
She said to her boyfriend, babe, he's special. And so this is the worstest part of all. The boyfriend takes one look at him and says, oh, mate, I'm so sorry. He says, this isn't your phone. This is her phone. And he said, he pats him on the head like a golden retriever. And this is the worstest. It says to the whole gym, it's all right, everyone. He's special.
Said that to him. Oh, I'd rather a punch in the head.
Would you rather be known as the pervert
Yeah.
or the golden retriever?
That's a game show.
That's a terrible day at the gym.
Because, you know,
Girls do this now. They
Yeah.
film themselves doing these squats.
it's a honey trap.
A lot of it is slight entrapment.
Yeah.
And sometimes what girls do now is they put the phone in their back of their pocket to film people perving at them to say, you were perving at me. That's full entrapment.
Hang on, they do that?
Yeah.
You know, there should be a sign. Like when you go
You're
on a show,
being filmed.
You are being filmed.
Yeah.
Because when I'm walking along the esplanade near my home
Here we
to go for
go.
a surf.
Here we go.
These girls go past in her scrunchy bum pants. Have you seen scrunch bum pants?
Is it where there's a seam
Yeah.
right through the
Yeah.
butt crack?
Yeah.
I've seen ones of those that are skin coloured, and from a distance, girls look like they've got no pants on.
I don't even know. And I don't, like, I'm 56, on the cusp of 57. You know,
Meaning what?
Well, meaning that to get nudity when I was young, it was very hard. These days, everyone's so laissez-faire.
But you know, it's an age thing. I've noticed this, that when we go around where we live at the beach with our children, my kids are now in their early 20s, they accept that you'll be having a coffee and a girl will walk past in a G-string.
Yeah.
They don't look twice. They choose not to. They just accept that that's how people dress. They would never criticise them.
I accept
Whereas
it
it's
too.
it's men of your age
No,
that really kind of will go, oh,
No.
God, you see that?
but if young Jack or Liam looks at a young girl's derriere, the young girl will go, oh,
But
that's...
they don't.
No, but
that's the difference.
Oh, they say that to
I
you
don't think
because you're the
but they're
mother.
far more. I've been with them. They're far more accepting of that style of clothing than the older guys who go, oh God, did you see that? Who are the old? Oh, get a load of that. Young guys don't do that.
I've never been to get a load of that, although there was one time many years ago.
What happened?
My sister's 21st birthday.
How old were you?
I would have been 24, so 23, because my wife Helen was pregnant with our eldest son Morgan, and she's heavily pregnant. I'm at this 21st birthday, and all of my sister's friends are there, and the wetsuit dress. Do you remember the wetsuit dress?
Yes.
It was like a mini skirt thing.
Yeah, I made the mistake of weeing him.
In the shop. That was the high end of fashion at the time. So I thought I was standing next to my brother, and this girl in the wetsuit dress squats down to go through her bag. And I'm elbowing my brother, get a load of this, get a load of this. My brother had walked away. I'm elbowing my heavily pregnant wife in the stomach, get a load of this.
And did she say, don't worry, everyone, he's simple.
He patted me on the head.
Good boy.
He's simple.
With Jonesy and the Max cutting room floor. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's cutting room floor time. And
Are you going to sing again?
no.
Cutting room floor time.
If you want to sing, you can.
I wish I could. Can you sing? You can sing. You can hold a note.
I can sing, I can dance.
Well.
I can't dance.
None out of none ain't
And actually, I
bad.
don't think I can sing. I'm a
Remember,
minor.
you auditioned for that. It Takes Two.
Takes Two. They called me. Oh, they really want you on this show. Bloody hell. They got me on there. I sang
No, they got you for the audition.
the audition and they bloody
What song did you sing?
another Saturday night and I ain't got
Is that how you sang
nobody.
it?
No.
Do it normally now.
Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. I got some money 'cause I just got paid. And how I wish I had someone to talk to.
You might
I'm
get a
in an
Soothers commercial.
awful way.
Actually, you can hold a tune.
Anyway, they pursued, and then my agent rang and said, oh, sorry, they're not interested. They're going to pass. I went, hang on, piss off.
I know.
They
wooed
contacted
you.
me.
They wooed
I
you.
didn't- I wasn't like queuing up to go on the show. They rang not once, not twice, but thrice.
It takes two fingers to tell them how you feel.
Well, where's that show now?
Yeah. Oh, them fighting words, Brendan.
Oh, lucky I've got this
Yeah.
for now.
Well, speaking of jobs, it's interesting when you see someone who does a job that you use all the time, but it never occurs to you that someone actually does that job. What I've just said doesn't make a lot of sense. But have a listen to what this girl's job is.
I'm Landra Fontaine, and I'm a CAPTCHA photographer. A CAPTCHA, if you don't know what it is it's a test to see if you're human or if you're a freaking robot. Crosswalks, bikes, motorcycles, cars, buses, a big old man. No, I haven't done that one yet, but I could. I have a bachelor in camera and a minor in philosophy from Stanford and Yale University.
Interesting
someone
confluence
does the
of things.
capture.
Someone does the capture, that capture stuff. It's when your phone or your computer says to you, are you a robot? And it might say, pick the cars in this grid.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them will have a tiny bit of car, some won't have car, or pick the traffic lights. And your eyes are going, is that a traffic light? Is that a set of stairs? I don't know. Someone told me, I don't know if it's true, that you'll pass either way. They just want you to hold on for longer so they can get more of your data. I don't know if that's true. That could be an urban
I
myth.
like the box, are you a robot? Yes, I am. Bugger.
You got me, bang, 2 rights, Will Robinson.
It is weird. I was at a function and I met a guy that works on elevators for Otis. He's a
So his career going up?
Yeah, very good. He's an Otis elevator guy. And he was just talking about it. He was so passionate about it.
What
And
does he do?
He's the guy that they call when the lift breaks down. So, you know, when you're in the lift and there's that number you call, that goes to a database, like where someone, like an operator, and then they deem how important the crisis is. And then they'll send out him. He's on call 24 hours.
So he's a technician,
Yep. So, yeah.
a mechanic.
Yeah. And he goes out and gets you out of the lift. But
So he's the one that would see you when he turns up, if you've wet your pants
yeah.
and eaten someone's
That's why I
buttocks.
said it. And he said, oh, man, it happens a lot, particularly
Because
with
what
the
if you've
ladies.
got to do a poo and stuff?
Well, yeah, he said he has seen that. He
But
said-
did you ask? I
did,
bet you.
I did. Because there was a bid where he said to me, he said, oh, sorry, I'm just going on about this too much. I said, no, I'll get you another beer. Let's keep talking. And in the end, I think he walked away from me because my
You're a
question.
bit too
he said,
prurient.
can we have no more questions about poo, wee, or sex? And the latter,
And the lift wasn't even broken.
he'd never caught anyone having sex in the lift, but he did on the camera. Because the lifts as well, they have to have a sign. If you get into a lift, it's got to have a sign saying whether it's got a camera.
Does
in there or
ours
not.
have one?
This one in the new building does, yes.
Does it?
Yeah, this is all good now. We've been here for a year.
I know.
What? That's the only place I have sex.
You know, I'm on my own.
But he was fascinating. And,
Yeah.
and you know what I really loved about it? He was so passionate about his work. That's the thing. I think when you meet someone and they're really into it, that
But also,
enthusiasm
this is
washes off on
it's
you.
the stuff of our lives, but you don't picture someone actually doing that not a small, but that
No,
job.
but it's an important part.
Yeah, I've been on an aeroplane once and a man came up to me and said, I was in the room when you had your hip replaced.
He's a surgeon.
No, he's the guy who provides the hip.
Well, he just makes the hip.
Yeah, he's the representative from the hip company. Drops the hip off, I guess.
Oh, he sounds like a bit of a celebrity beeper.
No, well,
He just wanted to get there and look at your bits.
Can you not? Because it's a very intimate procedure.
Of course it is.
So I didn't know how to feel that he'd been in that room.
Oh, goodness
I know,
me.
it's confronting, isn't
I
it?
wondered who that guy was because
Was what?
in the room, because I was there, I was concerned.
And the 10th caller through. Remember we had a competition?
Come and perf at Amanda's bits.
You have made me incredibly uncomfortable. I wish you were
Well,
a
we had to
robot.
look-
Are you a robot? Is this a bit?
And this bit now.
20 years of Jonesy and Amanda. 20 years of these two in your ears. 20 years of Jonesy and Amanda. I can't believe they've lasted 20 years.
On the cutting room floor today, Amanda.
Well, you and I, Brendan Jonesy Jones, if that's your real name, and actually, yes, it is. We've been working together as a radio duo on this station for 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
It's actually longer than that. In 1999, I first did the show with you when Andrew Denton went sick. And
He went sick. He went fully sick.
And that blew out to a week, and I ended up doing a show with you for a
That
week.
was at a different radio station.
Different radio
and you were
station.
only filling in. This is you and I as a
Yep.
duo. 20 years. John Howard was Prime Minister when we started. That
Yep.
makes me feel like we were positively post-war.
That's crazy,
we
isn't
may
it?
as well be talking about Vera Lynn. It seems so long ago.
20 years.
Yeah. I have found little snippets of us from
Oh, really?
20 years ago. This is our first few weeks on air. Do you want to hear what we sound like?
Sure. So this is from 2005.
Yeah.
It's like being in jail. Do you watch that Prison Break show?
No.
And every little bit of hope is taken away from you. so if you say...
being married is like being on prison break.
Yes, it is. It is.
Please.
With less
I'll give
sex.
you a tat. What I'm astonished at is your voice. It's so
That's
high.
been pitched
It
up.
hasn't, because my voice is normal. Why would they pitch up? You're talking like a jockey.
This is how I sound now. Hello, Amanda.
And this is how you sounded then.
A library in Holland, Amanda, is lending out people as well as books.
How does that work?
In a new initiative aimed at challenging stereotypes, people can borrow gay people, gypsies and Muslims for an hour and talk to them about their lives.
I'd probably hire a gay person to redecorate my lounge room.
I don't know if you can use them for that. Can you make me a quiche?
That's dreadful all round, content-wise. But your voice, why is it so high?
Well, it was our first year. I hadn't paid off my house yet. I was probably a bit anxious.
So what you're saying is that when you pay off a mortgage,
Yep.
your voice drops.
Yeah.
Like, along with your interest rates.
Your testes descend. Everything's okay.
Speaking of people who don't sound like themselves,
Mm.
I've come across this audio from a movie that Denzel Washington was in.
I love
This
Denzel
is
Washington.
from 1998. The movie is called For Queen and Country,
Yeah.
and he plays a retired British soldier. So he said, sure, I can do a British accent.
Mm.
Sure, I can. Have a listen.
Since you were born in St. Lucia, which has now become an independent country, you no longer have citizenship of United Kingdom colonies.
Well, I can die for United Kingdom and colonies, can't I? You can put me out there as a front gunner to get me bleeding head blown off. I'm British then, yeah?
Yes, but you can still become a British citizen. All you have to do is send a check, £200. Send it to me. I'll hurry along because I know you want to go on holiday.
You don't understand, do you? The £200 has got nothing to do with it.
I appreciate your predicament.
Appreciate. You don't appreciate nothing. Where were you when the bullets started flying, eh? Hiding behind your desk, shitting yourself like the rest of your kind. Well, I was out there, in the cold, in the dark, in the shit. I watched my mate, a man who saved my life, get his leg blown off.
Okay.
Appreciate.
There's a
Now
lot of
he's speaking
swears in
Italian,
there.
and he's playing a beautiful guitar.
So,
That's Denzel Washington saying, I can do an English accent.
Mm.
You only do one voice. And the people, you've got three voices,
Right,
none of whom are still in the media.
Get me to do an impersonation from my rich library.
The three that you've got is Dr. Wright.
Hi there.
Yeah, who hasn't been in the
Hi
media
there,
and has
Amanda.
passed away.
Let me have a look at your bot.
How about Koshi?
G'day, Dawn Patrollers. Hey, Amanda, you know, if Sam ever drops off the twig, you can join me on the Sunrise Family.
All right. And what about Mike Whitney?
G'day, it's Mike Whitney.
It's all the same voice. How about do the Queen? Do something out of your
How
range.
about a big feed of spaghetti?
Do Queen Elizabeth II.
Oh, my royal subjects. And, well, she's dead. It's hard to do now.
Okay, do King Charles.
Yes, Mummy said that I had to wear the hat. She said, why are you wearing the fox hat? And I said, I can't remember.
No, you've stuffed up the joke.
I did both at once.
You can't do either of them. You haven't told the joke and you haven't done the accent.
I'll tell you this.
Give me one. Give me
you
one.
are a very good mimic.
Give me
You are the
and
best
give me one.
in the business. Okay. What about, don't do a face. I'm not going to make you do anything bad. Sandra Sully, newsreader.
Sandra's a friend of mine, so I hope she doesn't mind because she has a very unique kind of voice. It's a little bit Jana Vent, but very much Sandra Sully.
You know what one of my favourite ones are? Heather Mills McCartney.
Oh, no.
Paul McCartney's ex-wife.
No. Really, it was just an English whinging
Yeah,
voice,
no,
and
just
I don't even know I painted her as a whinger.
Heather Mills McCartney.
You know, remember she went on this rant, I've been called a paedophile just for marrying him. You know, I love my China. No, stop. Just stop. Don't lure me into your terrible ways. Don't make me swear like Denzel Washington.
You are a very good mimic. You are very good at it. You are very good at it.
How about I do one of you?
That
That should do us.
How about I do one of you?
Okay.
Oh, this is a workspace. Now let's all save the planet.
How did we
And
get
let's
to
all-
20 years?
let's
I'm not
all-
going to make it
let's
to
all
21.
Gather around and sing Kumbaya together.
Let's wrap it up, Toots.
Do you want to hear? Good day, it's Mike Whitney. Now I'm going to get Amanda and hang her off the bridge and then make her eat her a bug.
Wow.
Take it away,
Who dares
Tanya.
wins? How old is that reference?
It's very good. Although I think I need a lozenge.